Hi, right, today we're going to do a brief safety video on the correct usage of the winch, the safety seat, descending and ascending from the shaft and getting on and off, listening to the instructions of the banksman and also what the winchman has to say. We've got two people on this today. We've got Alan, who's going to show us one method, and then we've got Richard, who's going to show us another. So we'll crack on with this now. First thing Alan's going to do is, before he comes inside the compound, he's going to clip himself on the safety line. He's now clipped on with his cow's tail. He's going to come inside the compound, staying on this side of the shaft at all times. I'm now going to hook him onto the cable with the safety lanyard and lock that off. Once that's secure, Alan can now disconnect himself from the safety lanyard on that side. He will keep his cow's tail free, ready. I'm now going to guide Alan onto the chair. So he will now sit in the chair, get himself comfortable. He will now hook his cow's tails onto the wire ropes on either side, which gives him 3 points of contact at all times. So he's got one which is connected up here, and he's got 2 and 3 on either cable. So he's connected to 3 separate anchor points there. Alan's now ready, so now he's ready. I'm going to swing him out to this side. Walk round there, Alan. He's now going to bring himself over into the shaft and get himself comfy on the chair. So when you're ready, Alan. Now, Alan's now ready now to go down the shaft. We're going to check to make sure his light's on. Lights are on. We're going to give him a final check on all the safety devices. They're all tight, all ready. Final check on the cable and the hook. He's now ready. I will now give thumbs up to John the winchman. As Alan's going down, we will check to make sure he's not obscured. He's fine, he's on his way down the shaft, and he's on his journey now. We've now got our first man coming back up off the winch now. He's approaching the top. At this point, John will slow the winch right down. The person on the winch now should keep their head tucked in at all times and not look up. It's important this because we can get the battery pack and the helmet caught on the rim around the winch. Right, he's now here, he's ready. I'm going to guide him off, and he stands up, pulls himself off. We're now hooking back onto the safety lanyard, and we can now remove him off the winch. Right, put yourself out the chair, Alan. Step away. That's basically the procedure for getting on and off. You should know as well at the same time. There should be nobody inside this area apart from myself, the banksman, or whoever else is being a banksman of the day, and the person who is going down on the winch. All other people should be outside the barrier. Also, at no time should anybody obscure the view of the banksman and the winchman. We should have clear sight of communication at all times. There's a few things you should know about the whistle as well. We have communications in the shaft. If the communications fail or if there's a problem on the way down, you need to blow the whistle, and we have whistle commands for these. These will stop the winch, send the winch down, and bring the winch up. 1 is a stop, 2 is up, and 3 is down. Those whistle commands I can hear at the top of the shaft. I can then relay them to John if John cannot hear them on the communication system. That's basically about it. That was Alan on the winch. We're now going to show you the correct method of doing it with Richard. So thank you very much. We'll be right back again in a minute. We're now going to do our next trip down now with Richard. Richard's going to demonstrate the whistle blows on the chair in the shaft in case there is emergency. So Richard, you want to come forward? So again, Richard's going to clip himself on the safety line and then come in. Right, we've now got Richard connected to the winch on the safety rope, so he can now disconnect himself from here, or I can. Right, we'll now put Richard on the chair. Richard's now on the chair. He's clipped on 2 points. He prefers 2 point rather than 3 point safety. But general safety rule is always 2 points of contact, never one. Right, he's on. We'll check to make sure his light's on. He's ready to go down. We'll check the safety equipment, make sure it's all okay, and we'll send him down the shaft. I'll give John the thumbs up. Now Richard's going to simulate an emergency now and blow the whistle to stop. So that's the one whistle blow from Richard to stop the cable, which means there is a problem. We now check if he's alright, still on the winch. He appears to be. It seems that he's just got a bit of a snag. So we'll now ask him what he wants to do. Up or down, Richard? So he's blown 2, which means he wants to come up. Up, John! Keeps his head in now as he's coming up and stops the battery box getting caught. He ducks himself off, he's fine there. What we need to do now is click him onto the safety line. He's now on the safety line. He's off the chair and the winch. Richard can now take himself out of the compound, staying on the safety line at all times. He's now clear. That's it basically. That's a safe operation on and off the winch, and the whistle commands if you need them. That's about it. You stick to those safety rules, you'll be fine. Follow what the winchman says, follow what the banksman says, and you'll do okay. Thanks a lot.
That's a wrap!